And a chance for everyone to get some shots up. Find the touch. Find the range. Find themselves. We're almost at game time. A Sunday afternoon with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Spencer Dinwiddie.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now Golden State's starting five. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. And it's Butler in at the small forward. And for the Mavericks, Irving on the wing along with Thompson. Anthony Davis is out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. And well over halfway into the season now, GA, how much have the rookies changed since the start of the season?
Kevin, most are completely different players, right? The foundation was there, but they know their role on the team. And it's more about refining their game than learning.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA. And we might be talking the all-time list here.
Curry against Dinwiddie. Just 5 to shoot. And the basket by Curry.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Dinwiddie kicks to Davis. Dinwiddie sets the screen for Davis. Pass to Thompson. And stolen by Butler. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. A floater. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Davis.
You know, sometimes the athleticism of Butler just too much for the defense. Sometimes you have to simply resort to giving up the foul on that drive.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
The first one falls. When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
And so Butler nails both of them.
Well, you go back and look at the career that Jimmy Butler's had. Hard to believe that he was the 30th pick of the draft when he came out of college. You got to say that scouts kind of missed on that one.
Now here's Dinwiddie, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Thompson finds Dinwiddie. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Curry. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Back to Butler. Davis against Green. To the inside. And Hield gets it to go on the assist from Green.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
Dinwiddie kicks to Davis. It's Irving, top of the key. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
Down low, here's Jackson Davis. Outside for Curry. On the wing, Green. And the 3 off target. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside Irving. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. To the middle. Here's Gafford. Lays it up and banks it in.
Hey, when Irving is creating for others, he's even more difficult to slow down.
The Warriors trailing. Here's Curry. Right now, he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. Pass to Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Butler knows what he can do inside. That time, erupting for a throwdown.
And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for Dallas. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, and that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Pass to Irving. Takes it inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Clark, Kyrie Irving has got to be as skilled a player as we've seen in the NBA.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know if I've ever seen a better layup maker than him. And I played against Isaiah Thomas and read about Nate Archibald and some of the other great small ball guards. But, man, this kid, Kyrie Irving, well, young man now, 50, 40, 90 on a season. And a lot of times he's making acrobatic layups against 6'9" and 7-foot guys. Special.
And he makes the first. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
Yeah, they never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Sinks the triple.
You've got to respect Green at the arc. If he gets open out there, he can make you pay.
Irving looking over the floor. Davis down low, guarded by Green, and it's Davis missing.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
It's to Curry, fires the three. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss. The Mavericks trail it. Inside. And it's Davis missing. Warriors have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Green with a screen on Dinwiddie. Curry outside. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
Yeah, they had some boxed coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Davis puts it in.
Love the readiness of AD. He's already prepared himself to shoot before receiving the ball.
Some nice passing by Golden State. Hield kicks to Curry. Drills the three-pointer. Curry's got 5.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's ready to talk things through with the team. This group has players swatting away the most shots in the league this month, the shot block leaders. You take a look at Gafford, second in the NBA, a great defender.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Mavericks trail by 3. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with Coach Jason Kidd. Now, I asked Coach what the game plan was when it comes to defending Jimmy Butler, and he said to me, we have to make sure we match his energy level. Jimmy is one of those guys that goes all out every second. We want our guys to do the same on D. It won't be easy, but they think they found a way to contain him. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now Jackson Davis, following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Curry against Davis. The tray. Another 3 for Golden State.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Gafford sets the pick for Irving. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
they've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Green, no luck.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
Thompson against Butler. This one for three, and Klay Thompson hits from deep. Thompson's got 6.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game, Klay Thompson.
Outside, Green. Heel kicks to Butler. Pass to Green. Outside, Curry. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Irving passes to Davis. Back to Irving. And here is Gafford. Jackson Davis defending.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for Irving. Pajemski, he's checked in for Golden State.
That's his first personal. Second team foul. Now at the line for your Mavericks, Daniel Gafford, shooting 1.
And it's tied up with that one. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in the groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Intelligent call there by Green, using the pick and roll to shake up the defense and find a shot.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
A moment here to see the stats for Butler. He's been more than solid over the last month. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. The real story, though, is how big of an impact he makes on the defensive end.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a lockdown guy for him, both on the ball and when helping out.
Mavericks trail by 3. Thompson outside. Dinwiddie a screen on heel. Here's Thompson. Dinwiddie kicks to Marshall. 6 on the shot clock. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Warriors leading by 3. Pass to Pajemski. Now here's Butler. In the game against Chicago, very impressive. And yes, it's good.
An aggressive mentality, always part of Jimmy Butler's game, taking it right at the defense.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's defended by Pajemski. Thompson for the triple. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Butler finds Jackson Davis. Good, and Butler gets the assist. And now a 7-point Warrior lead.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Dinwiddie sets the screen for Thompson. Back to Dinwiddie. Davis against Green. Now here's Davis. D right on him. Well, there's no question, and he welcomes this, that Anthony Davis shoulders a heavy load on the defensive end.
And he should, and he does. I mean, he's a true anchor. He protects the rim. He can guard out on the perimeter. He communicates well. He's got an excellent basketball IQ. And he's a guy that can cover up a lot of mistakes from his teammates.
2 shots. And the first one at the line is good. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
And both free throws good for Davis.
And, you know, for a big man, Anthony Davis has always been above average at the free throw line.
Pass to Looney. Now Pajemski into the lane. Shoots over Hardy. And another basket for Golden State.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Outside Martin. From deep. Warriors with the rebound. Their last encounter was in the Bay Area.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And, you know, those are the kind of games that sting and that bad taste lingers. Knowing you were in it, but not coming through down the stretch, those are hard to get over sometimes.
Pass to Washington. 1:49 left to play here in the first. Like we were just talking, P.J. Washington has improved his defense, hasn't he?
He really has been intentional about getting better at that end of the floor. And, you know, he always had a good foundation for potentially being an outstanding defender, but then he put the work in. You know, he does a great job with his positioning. He's got excellent positional size, and because of all of that in his work, he's a versatile defender now that can make an impact at that end of the floor.
And that one misses.
A dependable stretch for Washington is also somebody who continues to look to improve every year in the league.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Exum comes in for Anthony Davis, and Irving subbed in for Hardy. And the Warriors also making a change. Curry's checked in for Butler. And the second free throw, good. Warriors leading by 8. A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Pajemski. Santos, the pass to Curry. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And here is Irving. He had 13 points in the win against Houston.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the stripe a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
Here's Looney. They get a hand on it. Tries again. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. Well, we've got a moment here. The top free throw shooters in the league. Number 1, Stephen Curry. 4th, Kyrie Irving.
Neither one of these guys is going to waste an opportunity from the foul line. They just don't give away points.
Mavericks trailed by 8. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. In the corner, it's Martin. 6 to shoot. Here's Exum. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
You know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen now.
Up top, Curry, covered by Irving. Pass to Santos. There's a screen. A 3-ball. Traps in the tray.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now Irving. 3-pointer. Hands it from downtown. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And also, give them a lot of credit for that attack mode mentality off the dribble, getting a lot of points off the penetration.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Then there's Payton. Then it's Kevon Looney. And it's Santos in at the 4 spot. Mavericks trail by 8. Exum deciding where to go with it. Here's Irving, and he drops it in from the low post. He's got 9.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Curry passes to Santos. Who's back up? Looney with the bucket. And the Warriors lead by 8.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Exum passes to Washington. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams would probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Irving finds Martin, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Irving against Curry. Pass to Podziemski. They set the pick. Over Exum. Shot by Podziemski, no good. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 4-point game. They host the Kings after this game. Partial dishes to Exum. Washington with it. Here's Irving. He's defended by Podziemski. Just 4 to shoot. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And the Warriors making a change here. Here's a look at some of the stats for Kyrie Irving.
And guys, this effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. They'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
Pass to Podziemski. Good work there as it goes. Podziemski's got 6.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Irving against Curry. And that one's good, Irving.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Payton. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Outside Curry. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. He's got 11.
It's first triple of the second quarter, 3rd of the game.
Exum passes to Washington. And here is Irving. Shoots over Curry. Irving can't hit.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And the first one drops. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Dallas. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for Dante Exum. Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for Golden State. Hield comes in for Brandon Pajemski. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so here is Dallas trailing by 5. To the left side wing. Now, here's Washington. Tight defense on him. Here's Irving. Again, Irving missing. The Warriors have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And talking about Buddy Hield, he is someone you can definitely count on. He can score from any place.
Yeah, he's got great range, and his durability is just as impressive as his stroke. You know, most seasons, Buddy Hield plays in 80 or more games, and that is very much a rarity these days. And he's also a 40% career shooter from 3. So he can space the floor, and you know he's going to be on the floor whenever it's game time.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Hield against Irving. Outside Curry. Beyond the arc. Curry! Oh, what else is new?
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And the Warriors making a change here. Pajemski's checked in. A quick look now at some big men that have been rock solid over the past 10 games. The top shooting centers and power forwards in the NBA. You take a look at Gafford. 4th in the league and as consistent as they come.
And it's one thing to be able to create high-quality shots for yourself, but you still have to finish. And there's no doubt all those guys can do both.
Yes, sir. I mean, these guys make the most of every one of their easy opportunities. Missing layups is simply not part of their routine.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Davis is checked in for P.J. Washington. That's Thompson in for Caleb Martin. Now Thompson. After the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Thompson finds Davis. Dinwiddie for 3. Drills it from outside. Dinwiddie's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. On the wing, Green. Some nice passing by Golden State. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. And a fixture of Mavericks games for years. Team governor, Mark Cuban.
And since buying the team in the late 90s, Cuban has really changed how we view running a team. Very involved, bringing the Mavs their first title back in 2011. Cuban's the most passionate fan in this arena. He lives with each trip down the floor.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Davis.
Davis playing big. Love to see that. Creating extra scoring opportunities as a result.
Hield the pass to Curry. And again, no good by Golden State.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Shoots from 12. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Three-pointer, Hield buries it from three-point range. Hield's got 5.
Quite simply, one of the best three-point shooters in this game. That's Buddy Hield.
Outside Irving. And Thompson kicks to Davis. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. On the wing, Green. Covered by Irving. Curry. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Davis. Mavericks trail by 8. Irving double team. Thompson passes to Davis. Up top Gafford. And Stephen Curry with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Dallas making a switch here. Martin's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Podziemski's checked in. Gafford finds Dinwiddie. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson for the triple. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
The blend of confidence and skill, beautiful to see. Thompson knew all he needed was the ball in his hands.
Hard earned by Butler.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Dinwiddie with it. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. From the arc, another 3 for Dallas.
D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Podziemski on the wing. Dinwiddie covering. Pass to Butler. And they double up Butler. Now Podziemski. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Thompson for the triple. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Podziemski. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Podziemski's got 7 points for the quarter. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for Dallas. 7-point differential. Thompson sets the pick for Dinwiddie. 3-pointer. The Warriors pull it in. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Podziemski. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Bulls in Chicago.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
With that great length and quickness off the floor, Davis rising above to knock it down from mid-range.
Pass to Green. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
The Warriors shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Dante Exum, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Gary Payton is checked in for the Warriors. That one misses for Podziemski.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. 6 points for him, just 5 on the clock. Here's Davis. Back to Dinwiddie. And that one, good. And it's 8 points for Spencer Dinwiddie.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
To the paint. Here's Podziemski. Dinwiddie covering. The shot by Podziemski, no good. Mavericks trail by 5. On the wing, Thompson. To Davis. Dallas moving it around. Dinwiddie wide open. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Dinwiddie's got 11 points.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Christie, he's checked in for X. The Warriors also with a sub. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Brandon Pajemski. Now, here's Dinwiddie. 11 points in the game. The shot by Thompson, no good. Golden State's gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. Pass to Payton. Here's the three, and Davis sends it back.
If you don't know exactly where Davis is, he's going to deny your shot, so you got to be aware of his presence.
The Warriors lead it. Butler feeling out of it. Hield outside. To the middle. Butler, no good. Dallas shooting it quite well. 52% from the field in the second quarter. Christie kicks to Gafford. It's to Dinwiddie. Here is Davis. Back to Dinwiddie. From outside the arc. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Warriors lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Draymond, a strong first half offensively for the team. What are you doing right?
I mean, we're just letting them show us what's open. You know, you got to just make sure we stay patient on the offensive end and let them tell us what play to make, where the open man is. We've been doing a great job of that. We've got to keep it up in the second half.
Yeah, the defense leads you to the open man. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And we thank you for joining us at halftime. The Golden State Warriors are in a closely contested game.
I love the depth of this team, man. Their subs have been huge tonight, giving them a scoring punch that they've needed most.
And credit their coach for a rather liberal substitution pattern. He mixed and matched beautifully in that first half. All right, fellas, let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
And looking at the Kings matchup, this looks like a complete toss-up to me. Talent level is similar. These games often come down to a few key plays.
And if that's the case, we'll see who has the better closers tonight. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. Irving on the wing along with Thompson. Daniel Gafford is out there with Davis, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Now here's Curry. Curry crashes inside.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
Now here's Irving. Fires for three. Green with the rebound. Hield outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 4 assists in the game.
A very efficient range shooter. You expect Hield to take these shots.
Dinwiddie passes to Gafford. Now here's Thompson. Pass to Dinwiddie. Davis with a screen on Curry. Dinwiddie, and he hits the jump shot. Dinwiddie's got 13 points.
And when Dinwiddie puts the pedal to the metal, he doesn't let up off of it at all. What a terrific player.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry. Hield with a screen on Dinwiddie. Here's Curry. Curry always finds a way. This time inside.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Thompson inside the line. The Warriors pull it in. Jackson Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the inside. Here's Hield, and then Hield with the dunk.
Explosive play by Hield, taking off and slamming that one down before the D could react.
Dinwiddie dishes to Irving. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. 15 points in the game. Warriors leading by 7. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Irving double team. Floats it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. In the corner, it's Hield. Outside Butler. A 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And it's Davis missing. Warriors have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Hield kicks to Green. And the rejection by Gafford. Davis, the pass to Dinwiddie. Inside. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Relentless effort from Klay Thompson. He gets the foul and pushes right through for an and one.
That's his first personal. First team foul. At the line for 1, Klay Thompson.
That free throw good from Thompson.
Well, Thompson is known for that shooting ability, but deserves more recognition for his defense. He's got the size, the lateral quickness, and most importantly, the desire defensively.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
All right, man. It's game time. Get ready to dance.
While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. In third, the Warriors.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
Hield outside. Down low. Stolen by Thompson. And here is Davis. He's got 10. And Gafford throws it down.
Boy, a really excellent passer for his position. Davis, more than capable of dropping down.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. Pass to Jackson Davis. Back to Curry. They double-team Curry. To stop the drought. Jackson Davis can't get it to go. Mavericks have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Irving for 3. Rebound by Butler. Golden State's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Inside. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Hield. He lobs it up.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
The Mavericks trailing. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
7th in assists. And top 10 in fewest turnovers per game. That just tells you this is a group that values taking care of the ball.
Up their offensive rebounding, third and second chance points. They know they're never going to get an easier chance than on a putback. And the Mavericks making a change here. Marshall's checked in. Davis with it. Butler covering. On its way from Irving for 2. Warriors with the rebound. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
The way they've been able to consistently get past the defense and to the cup has been most impressive. They've almost made it look pedestrian.
And they've also been steady from the three-point line and doing a good job creating room for their shooters and then converting.
And that one falls for Jackson Davis. Mavericks trail by 5. Now Irving. He's got 15. Shoots the 3. Jimmy Butler pulls it in. Butler's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
To the inside. Jackson Davis can't connect from short range. Mavericks shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. And Marshall kicks to Irving. It's to Dinwiddie. It's rebounded by Payton. Warriors leading by 5. Outside Curry. Scores after the quick crossover. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
And how about when Curry gets fancy with it? His confidence is what allows him to pull off these moves.
Pass to Gafford. Irving with it. Covered by Hield. Count it. Now that's 17 points for Kyrie Irving. The Warriors have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. Jackson Davis with it. Outside Curry. And here is Butler. Shot clock at 6. Over Marshall. Good on the jump shot. Butler's got 10 points in the game.
Over time with hard work, Butler has become a consistent shooter. And yet his jump shot, I think, continues to evolve.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Anthony Davis. Over the last month, he has been spectacular, averaging 25 points per, 12 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And you can't downplay the importance of good size off the bench.
Space invader, a big guy who simply holds his ground and makes opponents work around him. That's good stuff.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's got 13 over Curry. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Stephen Curry.
Dinwiddie's so good at figuring out ways to get the defense to foul him. You just can't be careless defensively when you're guarding Dinwiddie.
First free throw is good.
The versatility of Dinwiddie. Boy, he drives it, passes it, and he can shoulder the scoring load when you need him to.
Good on both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry. Jacks up a three. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Dinwiddie. Gafford trying to break free. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Dinwiddie.
You know, guys, I like the way Dinwiddie uses his body and strength. I mean, he doesn't have a problem overcoming physical defense.
Hield with the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Irving following the basket by Buddy Hield. Dinwiddie right side. Here's Gafford. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Let's take a look at Dallas. They're good enough for 8th place in the conference right now, looking to hold on to that. And, of course, the Golden State Warriors, a game and a half out.
And I think for Dallas, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
Here's Butler. It's rebounded by Dallas. Washington's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Martin with it. Out guarded by Hield. Martin the pass to Marshall. From outside, off the mark.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Here's Butler. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And here's Marshall will bring it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 5. Here's Dinwiddie. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
I can't find an excuse for letting Dinwiddie get this positioning inside. I mean, once he has it, you're toast.
Back to Hield. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
The Warriors have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. Dante Exum, he's checked in for Spencer Dinwiddie.
What's up?
Free throw drops for Hield.
Everybody knows about how Buddy Hield is an incredible 3-point threat. But what I love, here's a guy with a bunch of years playing 80 or more games. Love that durability. He's ready to go whenever they call his name.
Now here is Davis. He's got 10 and stolen by Payton. Pass to Butler. They kick out to Hield. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Hield's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Exum with it. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. Davis with it. Looney on him. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Anthony Davis.
AD just shoving past the inside contact that time. Powerful move getting it done.
Here's Pajemski. He's defended by Exum. Pass to Payton. Some nice passing by Golden State. 1:30 left in the third quarter. Hield can't hit. Martin with it. Now Payton defending.
3rd and blocked. And they're in the top 10 in field goal percentage. They know when to push the action and when to pull it back.
Greg, as you said, they're nearly all top of the league in block shots. You better be able to score from the perimeter against them because it is not easy to bring it inside. throw good, Martin.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
And the Warriors making a change here. Santos is checked in. He's off on the second. Warriors leading by 6. Pass to Podziemski. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got 11 rebounds in the game. Now here's Exum. He's defended by Podziemski. Exum kicks to Martin. No good on the 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Count that bucket.
The ability to score on the drive. Butler wastes little time tearing to the hoop.
There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Exum dishes to Martin. To Exum. The 3 hits it from three-point range. Exum's got 5 points so far. Golden State's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Butler. He's got 12. Fires from deep. Oh, Butler draining the 3.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Right back after this break. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Then it's Kevon Looney. Then there's Payton. And it's Santos in at the power forward. To the middle. Podziemski finds Curry for the 3. To the wing on the left. It's up a 3. And Santos gets it to go. And the Warriors lead by 9.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Pass to Christie. To the paint. Curry with the steal. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Christie with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 9. Cutting the screen. Christie against Curry. Irving from long range. Trains it from beyond the arc. Irving's got 22 points.
Irving knows exactly when to let that shot go. He's a knockdown threat from deep for sure.
To the inside. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one. You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them.
Now Podziemski. 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot, and he gets the bucket. Looney's got the lead up to 10 now for the Warriors.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Washington with this screen on Curry. Irving for 3. The Warriors pull it in. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Outside Curry. Down low, Podziemski. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First team foul. Podziemski. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
Throw good, Podziemski. And the Mavericks with some changes. Dwight Powell's checked in for Exum, and Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Christie. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for the Warriors. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Mavericks trail by 11. Outside Martin. Washington finds Irving. Driving inside.
And on the drive, Irving probably anticipates the foul there or even expects it. He's too sharp to let it surprise him.
Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
I tell you, it's so amazing to see how much raw talent Kyrie Irving has. Just seems like that ball is part of it.
And so he hits both.
And Irving is one of the most gifted players we've ever seen. I mean, who still continues to play at a high level.
Here's Santos. Podziemski with it. Hield sets the pick for Curry. It's good from long range. Curry's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Here's Washington. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Just muscling his way through the contact. How about the strength from Washington?
Here's Podziemski. Covered by Irving. Pass to Santos. Payton with a screen on Martin. Hield the pass to Curry. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
As a defender, it's got to be a futile feeling when Curry's in the zone like this.
Washington with a screen on Curry. Dinwiddie attacking. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
He's off on the first. Dallas making a switch here. Marshall's checked in. He hits the second from the line. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Pass to Payton. Here's Santos. Now Podziemski. Curry with it. The three. Powell pulls it in. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time.
Irving passes to Dinwiddie. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Curry can't get it to go.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Basket, good. Dinwiddie's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Boy, beautiful dime there by Kyrie. We've seen him improve as a passer since he's been in the league.
Hield, the pass to Payton. Back to Hield, and then Hield with the dunk.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Dinwiddie kicks to Irving, puts it up from 17. The rebound by Payton. Payton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Hield. To the middle. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 5 assists in the game.
You can count on Hield to take shots. He does all he can on the offensive end. Never sees a shot that he doesn't like.
Now, here's Marshall, covered by Hield.
Buddy Hield. First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Dallas, Najee Marshall, taking 2 shots.
That's good for Marshall. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Daniel Gafford comes in for Powell. Davis is subbed in for Washington. He's perfect from the line this time. Warriors leading by 11. Outside, Green. Back to Butler. Pass to Curry. Jacks up a 3. Good on the triple. Curry's got 14 points now in the second half.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Now Davis, guarded by Green. Fades. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. And he's getting to a spot, shooting the ball with confidence. Excellent turnaround for him.
And it's Butler missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Outside for Davis. Irving against Curry. The second chance effort. Curry with the defensive effort. Golden State's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Pass to Hield. Butler on the way. Fires for 3. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And that one's good, Irving.
Irving, so much fun to watch in this one so far, utilizing every aspect of his offensive game.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Now Butler. There's the triple. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. Hield against Irving. Davis setting the pick for Dinwiddie. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Curry with the three. A three-pointer is right on target. Curry's got 31.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Davis with a screen on Curry. Dinwiddie for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Dinwiddie's got 6 points in the quarter.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Curry dishes to Butler. Over Thompson. Look at the attack of Butler in the lane.
Keep somebody on Butler. If you lose track of him, he'll nail shots like that.
Outside Irving. Shoots the three. Warriors with the rebound.
He's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
Curry passes to Hield. Golden State moving it around. From 20 feet out. The shot by Curry, no good. Mavericks trail by 15. Loads it up for Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
Here's Curry. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Curry's got 33 points.
Working that in-between area, Steph likes to keep the defense on its heels.
Inside, here's Irving. The rebound by Hield. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. The lead is 15.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It could definitely be considered a statement win for the Warriors.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27. Hey, you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Stephen Curry.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
And Davis puts it in. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth. Hield outside. Back to Curry. Got a hand on it.
Boy, it's rare to see a block shot from a perimeter player like Dinwiddie, but good job that time.
Thompson is double. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
Davis dishes to Dinwiddie. Thompson passes to Gafford. Clock at 4. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Fires it up. The Warriors pull it in. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Jimmy. You guys had it going from long range. When that happens, how does that affect the offense?
Well, when they're making shots, it's opening the lane for us drivers. And we just want them to continue to shoot with confidence. Everybody on this team, no matter if you make it or miss it, we need you to shoot it because that's what the game tells you to do.
Keeps the floor spread, man. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it